This is a huge opportunity that T-Mobile is looking at, partnering with expertise into the digital infrastructure space, their brand, and using their skill to attract more customers and then really more opportunity to further expand their brand, their presence in the United States. Hey, what's up? And welcome to the Jahmal Abbott Show. Here we discuss how your business can embrace technology for growth and innovation in an efficient, secure, and seamless way. I'm your host, Jahmal Abbott, and in today's episode, we're going to be discussing the recent joint venture that T-Mobile has entered into to address the broadband service opportunity in the United States. I'm really excited about this episode because it combines two things that I'm really interested and passionate about. One of them being digital infrastructure, as well as investing into different businesses. You're in for a treat for this episode, so we're going to jump right into this. With this deal with T-Mobile and EQT, they formed a joint venture to address the broadband service opportunity. And how they're doing this is acquiring a fiber business called Lumos Networks and converting that business away from their current business model, which is currently serving homes and businesses in the mid-Atlantic region and the eastern part of the United States, into a wholesale model where T-Mobile is going to become the anchor tenant. And what that means is that T-Mobile will utilize the Lumos platform to deliver fiber-based broadband connectivity to homes and businesses, but by using the T-Mobile brand. So this is very, very common in the digital infrastructure space, where you have wholesale providers, which are mainly focused with delivering the connectivity services and then supporting that infrastructure, and then having their customers, like a T-Mobile or other entities out there, brand and package that and then deliver that directly to the end customers. So with this plan, it's a opportunity that T-Mobile has seen and has already attempted to address successfully, I might add, through their current 5G home offering, where they're using excess capacity on their 5G network to deliver that to homes and businesses, as well as expanding on one of their efforts that they initially got into, which was to deliver fiber directly to homes in certain parts of the United States. So this is a huge opportunity that T-Mobile is looking at, where they're going to be partnering with an investor with expertise into the digital infrastructure space, and then using their brand and using their skill to attract more customers and then really more opportunity to further expand their brand, their presence in the United States. Now let's take a step back and understand who EQT is. They're a private investment manager with assets under management totaling over 200 billion euros, global presence, invests in digital infrastructure and then other investment opportunities, but mainly their realm is private investments in real estate. Now, they bought Lumos Networks back in 2017 after Lumos Networks went through a strategic review and then ultimately decided that it was in the best interest of the shareholders to sell the company and enter into private operations. Lumos used to be a publicly traded company before they went private, and they provided services using their fiber network, as well as delivered some other types of data services. With these private transactions, one of the benefits that companies have is an opportunity to gain renewed focus. And with Lumos Networks, they ultimately went down this path of going from a broad range of data service offerings down to just delivering fiber-based connectivity to homes and businesses in the Mid-Atlantic region. And now let's look specifically at what T-Mobile is finding attractive about this opportunity and why they're entering into this space. And that's really because of their findings firsthand with delivering home internet service to their customers. They're asking for reliable, stable, and fast connectivity, and something that they're currently delivering over their 5G network. But they realize that there's a better opportunity out there, and that this could be met by going after fiber-based broadband connectivity. Now, with that in mind, maybe about 10% of the market actually has access to fiber-based broadband connectivity. I wish I had that myself, and if I did, I would be one happy consumer of that. But with fiber-based broadband internet, it's out there, but not in many markets, unfortunately. And T-Mobile is one of the few companies out there that's looking to address this challenge and then looking to turn this into an opportunity that not only benefits their customers, but the company at large. One of the things I appreciate from listening to the earnings call from T-Mobile was the fact that they made it pretty clear that they're not going to be changing the company completely. Now, they're looking to offer this home broadband service offering and business offering, but they're not going to be getting out of the cell phone business altogether. They're looking at this as a way to complement their existing network and use their brand to drive adoption of this new category that they're going after. So it's pretty clear that they're not going to be changing themselves fundamentally, even so much that they decided to use this as a joint venture and not take on the heavy investment and the heavy lifting of becoming a fiber provider. That's not within their nature. They really emphasize the fact that they wanted this to be an asset light approach to addressing this broadband opportunity. And when I say asset light, we're really talking about not taking on the burden of the equipment, the investments, the real estate, all of those different things that would be required to run a fiber-based business. And I really like this approach. I really do. And you're actually seeing more of this at a high level in the market where entities out there that are providing different types of digital infrastructure, they're not doing this directly on their balance sheet, mainly because their investors don't want to see all these different expenses pop up on the balance sheet, but they're looking to partner with other entities that have the expertise, also with the resources to make this a successful thing and not have to be pressured to turn out quick numbers. So really like this approach, and this is a huge opportunity that T-Mobile's looking to address in an efficient manner. Now, this is all great news for the time being, but we don't have much more other than what was shared in the press release and what they've highlighted during the earnings call. But we will get more information later on this year as they talk more about this in their Capital Markets Day event. So more to come on that. That is it in a nutshell. T-Mobile is entering into a joint venture. They're going to be putting up quite a bit of cash in this, of over $1.4 billion into this joint venture, teaming up with EQT to buy Lumos Networks. And once this finally closed, we'll see and hear a lot more information. And once again, just to reiterate, T-Mobile will not be changing who they are, but will look to complement their offering by providing broadband connectivity, which is a need that their customers are asking for. And that is it for today's episode. I thank you so much for tuning in. And if you have any questions, comments, or just want to share anything else about T-Mobile, let me know. You can hit me up at Jahmal Abbott on social media. You can also reach me at jamalabbott.com/contact. Write me a note, drop me a line, whatever you want to do. Let me know what feedback you have for me for this particular episode or anything else that comes to mind. So I thank you again for checking this out, and I'll talk to you soon.